For the next couple of weeks, we'll be dealing with Samson and the story of his life. I could easily jump to the part that deals with him and Delilah, but we can't skip how he ended up with her. So we're going to at least need about 2 weekends to get to her. Because there are so many people that says that they didn't know that much stuff jumped off in Samson's life before he met Delilah. So let's just go ahead and go to work this morning. Judges chapter 15, verses 1 through 2. Judges chapter 15, verse 1, 2 through 2. It says this. Later on, during the wheat harvest, Samson took a young goat as a present to his wife. He said, I'm going into my wife's room to sleep with her. But her father wouldn't let him in. Verse 2. Dad said to him, I truly thought you must hate her. Her father explained, so I gave her to your boy, your best man. But look, her younger sister is even finer than she is. Take her. Somebody shout, that's scandalous. That's scandalous right there. Yeah, you don't have to watch TV to see scandal. Just come to church. Here is part 2 of scandal. I've been preaching this and saying this for a while. I thought maybe I might as well make a message out of it. When your heart is broke, your head don't work. When your heart is broke, your head don't work. It was Mike Greenberg of Mike and Mike in the Morning on ESPN that said the first casualty of emotion is reason. Which means whenever I'm emotional, the first thing that gets killed in my life is my ability to reason. Which means sometimes I bust a move that I shouldn't have made because when reason goes out the door, that means you have become too emotional that I cannot even think. That's why I tell people you shouldn't even press send until you think about it. Yeah, type the email, read it, and then say, Lord, is this you? I guarantee you'll change some stuff. I guarantee you'll change some stuff. That's what Dan Gilbert messed up on. Because a few years ago, when LeBron left the team, Dan Gilbert wrote an email or a tweet that had some strong words in it. Yeah, that's why you shouldn't respond to certain people until you think it through. When somebody says something about you, writes something about you, tweets something about you, text something about you, you heard something through the grapevine, you should not allow that to get you so emotional that you get out there and you say something that you will regret. Yeah, because when you're over-emotional, the first casualty of emotion is normally my ability to think. And I don't know if that's depicted anywhere else as much as it is in this narrative of Samson's life. Because in his life, he gets overwhelmed by emotions. He's a passionate brother. He's an anointed brother. But at times, he goes by his emotions and reason becomes the casualty. Let's go ahead and prove it out this morning. Let's go back 2 chapters in Judges chapter 13, verse 2 through 5. It says, in those days, a man named Manoah from the tribe of Dan lived in the town of Zorah. His wife was unable to become pregnant and they had no children. The angel of the Lord appeared to Manoah's wife and said, even though you have been unable to have children, you will soon become pregnant and give birth to a son. So be careful, you must not drink wine or any other alcoholic drink, nor eat any forbidden food. You will become pregnant and give birth to a son, and his hair must never be cut, for he will be dedicated to God. Let me jump right in right here. The first thing you need to know about Samson is that Samson's mama prayed for him. The Bible doesn't give us her name. All I know is that she's a praying woman. She don't get as much credit as everybody in the church who preaches about Hannah every year on Mother's Day. Yeah, Hannah gets all the credit every year. Everybody remember Hannah. Hannah was the same as Samson's mom. She couldn't have no babies, and she had to compete against her man's other wife. Yeah, her man's other wife was able to give him what she couldn't give him. So she, connived, she'd get all pregnant, getting pregnant every $9 and everything. She looking at Hannah like, nanny, boo, boo. She doing all that teasing her and stuff like that. But the one thing that Hannah had was that she had her husband's heart. Yeah, Peninnah was able to give him babies, but she couldn't have his heart. So next thing you know, Hannah went and prayed to God to give her a son. And when you give me a son, I will dedicate him back to her. But this sister right here, this sister girl prayed for Samson. Because if a woman could not have a baby back in the Old Testament time, they would think that she was cursed. Yeah, or the women around the city would be talking about her, you know, while they had Panera Bread or something like that. They'd be talking about her and putting her down because that was your claim to fame. That if you had a male child, somebody that can continue your legacy or continue your name. So she prayed for him, and an angel visits her and said, you're going to have a baby, and this brother will be special. He will be a Nazarite from birth. 3 things you need to know about a Nazarite law, and it's critical that y'all remember this throughout this series, is that first of all, a Nazarite was not supposed to have any strong drink or alcohol. Secondly, they were not to touch a dead person or animal. And the one many people know is they were not supposed to cut their hair. So you were blessed, but it comes with conditions. This brother was special. He was one of the judges of the Israel. Just stick with me, I'm introducing it. He was one of the judges of Israel, kings, prophets, patriarchs, judges. This was the time when judges ruled Israel. Come here, women, for churches who say that women can't be in high position or authority. It was a judge named Deborah who was in charge of Israel. God used the judges to rule Israel during that time. Samson ruled over Israel for 20 years. He was a well-known, respected judge. He's not just a cat with long hair and a bod and a dude that hooked up with Delilah. He has an assignment on his life that is greater than who he's sleeping with. Yeah, he has a call on his life. There's something special about this brother. That's why he goes through so much, because God's hand is on his life. He's passionate, but the brother got problems. Y'all ready for this morning? Yeah, he's anointed with issues. Yeah. Next time you see somebody, just tell them, pray for me. I'm anointed with issues. You ought to go home in the car, take a selfie of yourself, put it on social media, hashtag, I'm anointed, pray for me, I'm anointed with issues. I know you want to bring up my mess and talk about me behind my back and bring up everything that I've done in the past and all my mess up, hiccups and trip up and everything like that, but pray for me, I'm anointed with issues. That's what you got to tell people sometimes. So watch this, everybody. Go right to chapter 14. We're just jaywalking straight through the Bible, and I got to hurry. Chapter 14 verses 1 and 2 says this. One day, when Samson was in Timnah, one of the Philistine women caught his eye. Number 2, when he turned home, he told his father and mother, I saw this bad, fine girl, woo, and she caught my eye. I want to marry her. Daddy, get her for me. Why? Why did he say get her for me? Because back in the Old Testament time, it was the parents who arranged your marriage. Yeah, that's why as much as I can, every message that I preach, I try to put in something in there about dating, about relationships, because the Bible doesn't tell you as much as you want to know about dating somebody. Everybody grew up with this real religious Christian grandma, aunt, or somebody in a church where they told you, stop all that court. Stop all that court right there. Stop all that court. Yeah. You don't boyfriend. You don't got no boyfriend. You don't got no boyfriend because you kiss. You're going to do all that. I tell my girls all the time, you kiss, you get pregnant. I'm telling you, I be trying to scare them not to mess with nobody and stuff like that. I be playing with them, but I be serious too because I choke. But you know, that's a whole different story. I'm on video. I don't do that at all. But yeah. So the Bible doesn't really tell you as much, but everybody grew up in that house where they made it seem like when you see the person that you're going to marry or the person that you like, you should just marry. As if there's no in-between. Like, we should find out if we're compatible. Do he want kids? Do she want kids? I mean, are you going to work or what? Do you cook? How good do you cook? I mean, what is the deal? Are you good with money? Not good with money. I don't just want to hook up with somebody just because you said he didn't find a wife, finds a good thing and everything like that. No, I need to date this chick. I need to find out if he's dumb or not dumb. I need to know if I need to call for the check right now or what. I just need to know because I got a kid now. Do he want my child? I need to know that now. I need to know. See, there's an in-between that needs to take place. That's why in every message I try to put some principles in there. The Bible doesn't tell you how to date, but there's principles in the Bible that can show you how to date somebody. Which one day I'm going to do a message called the 10 Rules of Dating. So people can understand that there's rules when it comes down to dating some stuff. How can you find somebody that you can hook up with? Do I need to stay here at the table, eat his food for free? Or do I need to call a cab and say, check please? I just need to know something. So, but here you go right here. Because the Bible and all that stuff like that, your mom and dad, they arrange your stuff. And let me just pause right there and just talk to my brothers right here and tell you subconsciously, you're going to have a lot to do with who your children marry. Yeah, you're gonna have a lot to do with how they act when they get married and who they're gonna pick when they get married. Don't you know that based on how you treat their mother, it will help them to choose the person that's gonna remind them of you sometime, and how, or they're gonna choose the person based on how you treated their mother. So in other words, if he saw you cussing mama out, and you got a laying hands ministry in your life and everything, and he's seeing you putting your hands on her and stuff and choking her and calling her these names, he feel like he can grow up too and do the same thing. If she see you cussing daddy out and raising your voice up all the time and saying you got to get the last word in, she gonna meet somebody and tell him, I need a chump in my life, somebody I can put down with my word, because my mama got the last word in, I need to get the last word in too. If you show him that all you do is sit down and watch TV and she does everything, then your son gonna grow up and think he need to find him somebody that's gonna do everything, pick up my clothes, my shoes, and my socks, get them drawers too, and do all that, while I just sit here and flick the remote. See, they're gonna marry somebody based on how they see you treat your spouse. Are y'all with me? That's why I was so excited and proud when my wife told me that my middle child went to her and told her, Mom, I want to marry somebody just like that. She said, why? I was shocked too. She said, why? She said, why? Because I like the way that he treats you. I like the way that he loves on you. I just like that. I was like, really? I don't know if she said that because she know that she'll probably tell me she's trying to suck up or whatever. I don't know. They do a lot of sucking up sometimes. I got to catch him and I got to be on guard. But I don't know. But I was proud of that moment. Are y'all with me this morning? And that's why many of us will have regrets about the things we've done with our children or the things that they've been through. Because we don't want that mess to mess up our babies. Yeah, so he want his dad. He said, he went to his dad and he said, I just saw this fine girl and I want you to get her for me. Notice what the daddy said in verse 3. Why must you go to the pagan Philistines and find a wife? This girl is sexy, boy, but she's not saved. Out of all the girls that you can get, and there's a whole lot of them lined up, they always call the house at night, be hanging up. I know who they are. There's so many of them that believe in Jehovah God. They at church every Sunday worshiping him, serving and doing everything else, but you want to go out and pick this bugged out chick? I mean, I be seeing her on the corner sometimes. Is she a street walker? I need to know. You out here chasing all these girls that's not even kingdom. And can I tell you what Samson does? He said, basically, this is what he said in his action. He said, forget about God. I want somebody that appeals to my flesh. Yeah, so somebody that turns me on. He said, Daddy, I ain't gonna lie, this girl's sexy. This girl's so sexy. And this is what I thought was critical right here. Because he said, get her for me because she looks good to me. Oh my God, can I tell you the problem with us men sometimes? I just be letting our secrets out a lot. One brother wrote me one time, he said, Pastor, can we see your notes before you start preaching about men again? I mean, what the deal? I said, I'm trying to help us out, man. I'm trying to help you out. I said, I get the women next week. I'll let you read the women notes. No, I don't need to read the women notes. I need to read the men notes and stuff like that. Because then I'm like, no, man, I'm trying to help both sides. I don't take sides. I'm mutual with stuff and everything like that. But this is the problem I see with us men sometimes. We go by what looks good instead of what is good, girl. I don't need all that. But instead of what is good. And that's why I wish my grandma was here to go. My grandma would say, everything that glitters is not gold. And can I talk to somebody that will have a little church with me this morning? Here's a tweetable right here. Never make an external indictment until you have conducted an internal investigation. Let me bang that thing up and say it again. Never make an external indictment until you have conducted an internal investigation. Facebook that you get by 10 likes. He did not say, get her for me because she's attractive and plus I think maybe she can help me judge Israel. No, he didn't say that. He didn't say, get her for me because I think she'll be a good mother to my children. No, he didn't say that either. No, he didn't say, get her for me because I think she can speak into my life when life is beating me up. No, he didn't say that either. Get her for me because the anointing on my life requires a woman with some substance in her. No, he didn't say that either. Get her for me because I need a sister with a prayer life that will intercede for me when I'm asleep. Get her for me because I need a sister like Lady right there that will lay her hands on me in the middle of the night and say, God, don't let these people drive my man crazy. I need somebody like that in my life. Did he say that? No, he just said, get her for me because she looks good to me. Oh my God. That was the only precursor for him hooking up with this girl because she looks good on the outside. But how many of you know that people can look good on the outside but have nothing on the inside? You be realizing he got a six pack, but you dumb. I don't know what the world. Girl is banging on the outside, but man, she can't even read. Talking about she follow Mayweather. I don't know what the deal is. I mean, is there anybody? I mean, come on now. My age or older, that you need more than cute. Yeah. Is there anybody that know and don't fool around and get older and still be single and stuff like that? Because some of you know cute is cool. But I put a pillow on your head, pillow on your face, and speak in tongues at the same time. I need somebody with Jesus and a job. Listen to me, single people. Attractive is beautiful because I have to sleep with you and everything like that. But I need more than just cute. I need somebody that can help me get through the arduous ups and downs of my life. Not somebody who will bust a move when things get thick. Samson is passionate, but he busts a move too soon. And by the way, we haven't even got to Delilah yet. Oh, God. So verses 8 and 9 says this. Later, when he returned to Timnah for the wedding, he turned off the path to look at this carcass of the lion, this dead lion, and he found that a swarm of bees had made some honey in this carcass. He scooped some of the honey into his hands and ate it along the way. He also gave some to his father and his mother and never told them where he got it from. That's just crazy. Let me find out you picked up something from the dead, something you just give it to me. I will catch you in the throat. I don't know what the world, flies and ick magnets and all that stuff in. But didn't I just tell y'all 3 things that a Nazarite couldn't do? That's right there. He couldn't touch a dead body or a dead animal of any kind. He sees a dead lion and the bees have made some honey or what's so up in there, and he got some and gave it to his mom and dad. Oh my God. Scoops down and touch it. Why does the Bible tells me that when I didn't ask? Yeah, is God trying to show me something that I've been missing for years because I've been skipping straight to Delilah? Is God trying to show me a pattern that led to Delilah? Is he trying to show me that when God has his hands on me, there are still some things I got to do to walk in what he's giving me? Yeah. And is God trying to show me that some of the mess in my life that I'm dealing with is because of the choices I made? And I have to be grown enough to say I touched some dead stuff in my life that God told me not to touch, that I'm still hanging around some dead friends, I'm still hanging around some dead family members who still stuck in 1995 when we used to kick it and rolling down the street, smoking Indo, sipping on gin and juice. Yeah. With a mind on our money and the money on our mind. I'm saying, I still got cousins still just like that who still want to kick it every time I come home. I can't be hanging around dead people all the time. That's why I love that movie, Sixth Sense. The coldest part of the movie when he said, I see dead people. Yeah, you got to get enough in your life to recognize the dead people in your life and get away from them. Oh, God. And can I suggest that God said, now, brother, you're blessed, but you're blessed with conditions. Because with favor comes responsibility. So watch this, y'all. Watch this. The Bible said that he ends up marrying this girl. So he marries this girl who is not godly. So he busts a move in the flesh. Where are all my people that has bust one move in the flesh? Don't raise your hand. Don't raise your hand. Don't raise your hand. I know I have. I bust a couple. I think I bust one last week. I bust a lot in my life, I tell you. And it didn't have anything to do with God or Jesus. God wasn't in anything like that. I just did what I wanted to do. Yeah, I didn't console him. It just made me feel good, but I realized that it wasn't no good. and I'm paying for it now, paid for it then, still paying for it now. But is there anybody that know what I'm talking about? There's some stuff that you know that you have done, that you have paid for or still paying for it now. The consequences or the repercussions of what you did or decisions that you made. So player gets married to his first wife, and we haven't even met Delilah yet. He gets married to his first wife, and we don't even know her name. The Bible doesn't tell us. So watch this. He's at the reception, kicking it too. He kicking it. This is good. He feels like being a baller shot caller right now. He starts saying stuff like, hey, everybody, come here. Groom talking right now. Gather around. Yeah, I got a riddle for you guys. I want y'all to solve this. Whoever solved it, man, I'm gonna hook you up. I'm gonna give you something. So he gives them a riddle about the dead animal that he shouldn't have touched. Oh God, watch this. Be careful when you're bragging on your mess. Yeah. Oh God, girl, call me tonight. Girl, call me. I got something to tell you. I can't talk to you right now. But girl, call me. He came over last night and it was so good. Oh my God. I can't tell you right now. Girl, just call me tonight. I can't talk about it right now. Just call me. You gotta call me tonight. You want to hear the rest of it? You want to call me tonight, girl? I know it was wrong, girl. I know it was wrong, girl. But oh my God, oh my Lord, forgive me. But it was good. Call me tonight, girl. Call me tonight. Look at somebody and say, he talking to you, not me. He talking to you, not me. I was with Jesus all day. I was in Jesus all day singing Mahalia Jackson and all that stuff. He ain't talking to me. Yeah. But anyway, so now watch this. This is critical because the text said that they couldn't solve the riddle. So what do? They go behind his back to his wife. That they go to the apple of his eye. They go to the darling of his heart. The sister that's supposed to be in covenant with him. What made them think that they can go to her? How was she carrying herself that would possess them to think that they can approach him about his wife, to his wife? Well, what was she showing? What vulnerabilities were there that said to them she'll hurt him? Because there are a lot of people I meet that are covering each other in their marriage. I mean, they be with their girl, be with their boy, and they telling everything about their spouse, and don't realize there's a wolf in the midst that has a front seat to get to your man or your wife. Oh, okay. Yeah, okay, I know what to speak to. Yeah, or you're around family members talking about your spouse. But here's the thing I want to tell you. If you're not careful, you run the risk of allowing judgmental critics to come into your marriage and mess it up. Now you and him or her have packed some things up. You've seen the journey of the process of getting better. They did it. They're not in your home. They're not in your marriage. So they're stuck at the last conversation y'all had, but y'all trying to move on. And every time you go around everybody, they remember the last thing you said because you didn't cover each other. I see it all the time. I don't mind you covering each other while you're out with your girls or your boys. Don't cover when I'm talking to you. I noticed that sometimes I had a couple come into my house one time and they came in there and they called me. I was shocked. They came, they told me, they said, man, boom, told me what they wanted. I said, okay, I got you. Came over there and they covering each other. I said, it's too late for all these games. Let's play, you would have came over here at 12 o'clock in the evening, something that's good, it's 10 o'clock at night. We got some things to talk about. I'm breaking walls up. I kind of felt guilty at first because I'm bringing up mess and stuff like that. But I said, no. God said they covering up some stuff. Go in there and break some walls like Jericho. So I went in there and I started bringing some stuff up. He looking at her like, and she like, I can't believe you told me that. Yes, because now if y'all leave here and y'all still broken, that's on me. I gotta break up the walls and y'all need to stop covering up each other because how can I help you if you don't give me the realness? And that's why I tell couples, I can't talk to one and then talk to the other because I'm giving you substance but not her. I'm giving you something but not her. So I'm building you, not building her. So next thing you know, when she says something to you that she's not strong on, it takes you back down to zero. So I need to talk to you both so I can hear her story, his story, and then the truth's going to come in the middle. Are y'all with me this morning? Yeah. So how are you carrying yourself that would make someone think they can have you? Yeah, don't he see your ring? A real saved sister who's married get mad when her brother flirt with her. Yeah, she don't think it's cute at all. She be like, don't you? What? Oh, what? Oh, oh, okay, what you're really telling me, what you're really saying is that my husband and my babies are not nothing to you. Yeah, well, what you're really saying is that you're so sexy that you're worth everything. That you think that I'm just going to give up 10 years of building a marriage for 3 minutes? Oh my goodness, no. You think I've worked so hard, I have been through so much with this brother, with this woman, and you think I'm just going to give all of that up for that body? No. See, sometimes you got to get somewhere in your life when you realize how much stuff that you have in your life. You got to count up alimony, child support, bills, 2 or 3 cars, house payment. Look at a sister and be like, you can't afford me. You can't afford me. That's how I got to do it. That's how I got to do it. I told the story before. I was working at Pizza Hut once. I had to get a second job in the military. Yeah. And I got this personality. You know, some people say I could be a comedian or whatever. And they're like, I just got this personality of joking. I joke with people. I don't know. People take it a different way. So this chick, you know, at Pizza Hut, you know, she kept messing with me and stuff like that. And then I went into the deep freezer to go get some, you know, some pizza dough and everything. All I heard doo doo click. She was like, you ain't gonna come on that trying to pump my butt. I'm like, whoa. Oh, no. I was like Forrest, y'all. I was like Forrest. I ran out of there. I was like, God. I was like, no. Get on out here, click, boom. All this stuff like that. But here's why I put accountability in. I went home and I told my wife. And like I said, I don't know if it was my decision or her decision, but I never went back to work. I just don't know. I don't know. It was if mine or hers. She was like, no, you ain't going back. She don't, yeah. So women, you know, some women just don't think it's cute. They go to his girl and say to her, can you find out what the riddle is? We'll give you some of it. Whatever he's going to give us, we'll give you some of it if you go in there and do that thing you do to get information from this brother. So watch this, everybody. Verse 16 says this. So Samson's wife came to him in tears and said, you don't love me. Hold on. I got to say that over. I got to get in character. My fault. I got to get in character. Oh my God. She was like, you don't love me. You don't love me. No, you hate me. No, you hate me. But you give my people riddle. You didn't even tell me the answer. You don't love me. No, get away from me. No, get away from me. Don't touch me. You don't love me. You don't love me. You know, she's bouncing all up in it. She ain't twerking and everything. She did all what she can to get his attention. He's like, oh, baby. And she's like, no, don't touch me. Get off my lap. Get up. No, don't touch my lap. Don't touch my thighs. Get off of me. You don't love me. You don't love me. No. Stop. Using sex as a weapon. Yes. Which is, watch this, is a Jezebel spirit. Yeah. Whenever you use, anytime you don't give none to your spouse unless they do something good or unless he was a good boy, like as if you giving him some is a Scooby snack. And no. You don't. No, she was like, you don't love me. You don't love me because if you love me, you would tell me the secret. Sound like anybody else y'all know? Yeah, somebody read their Bible here. This ain't no secret. You learn this how you matriculated through Sunday School 101. You know next week when we get to Delilah, she's trying to figure out what makes him so strong. And Delilah asks him, what is the secret to your strength? Because if you love me, you would tell me. But before there was Delilah playing him like that, there was this other woman that nobody preaches about. Why are you attracted to the same kind of people? Y'all about to make me jump off this stage and get down there with y'all. Why you attracted to the same people? I'm preaching to somebody that is sick of going back to the vomit that made you sick in the first place. I want to talk to somebody that is tired of the devil running the same game on you with thing after thing and person after person. Be careful when you like the same kind of people, and not even in relationship-wise, but in BFF-wise, because you keep seeming to be hanging around the same one. Last one told your business that you told to. Now you with somebody else who stabbed you in the back and told your business like it, and you keep going back to them. Why? I don't know. Why? Are you attracted to the same type of people? They got different social security numbers, but they're the same people. Yeah, okay, come here, singles and everything, watching me by video and everything. They're just attracted to stupidity. Yeah, be careful when you only turn on by sexy and crazy. Yeah, I need somebody like Ralph, man. I remember Pookie used to slam me. Oh my God, I miss Pookie. This other he all up on my neck and everything, opening up doors and stuff. Pookie used to just slam the door. I was like, that was my leg, Pookie. You know, I just don't get it. Girl, my friends always coming up and they jealous and stuff, talking about, he shot you. Well, he didn't mean to, and the bullet just grazed me. You're just attracted to stupid dudes, or girls. I don't know, whichever one. I don't get. Be careful when you only turned on by unemployed and built nice. Yeah, be careful when you only turned on by no Jesus but got a nice body. Yeah, the Delilah is not the first crazy girl he hooked up with. So what do we see, everybody? We see patterns of destructive behavior. Yeah, I come to free somebody that's tired of dealing with stuff you deal with in your 20s and your 30s and stuff like that. The devil is a liar. I call you out of the patterns of behavior. Something's getting ready to change in your life. If you receive that, if you believe that, stand on it. Something is getting ready to change in your life. Somebody have church with me that believe that God can move some stuff and shift some stuff and change some stuff around for you. I want to talk to somebody that is honest enough to admit you had some Samson moments in your life. I want to tell you that God has more for you in life than what you have. You can have better than what you got. So verse 17 said, so she cried whenever she was with him and kept it up for the rest of the celebration. At last, on the seventh day, number 7 means completion. So by the 7th day, she had drove him completely crazy. Yeah, you don't love me. You don't love me. No. Don't touch me. Don't touch me. Don't touch me. I'm going to find somebody that loves me. I'm going to find somebody that loves me. Somebody who will let me into their heads. Manipulation. Yes. Playing games with his mind. Yeah, and finally he broke and tells her. He's looking at verse 18. He said, what is sweeter than honey? What is stronger than a lion? So when he told her the secret to the riddle, she went back and told the secret to the cats that didn't like him. They solved the riddle by telling him, yeah, we know what it is now. It took us a while, but we know we put our heads together. It's what is sweeter than honey and what is stronger than a lion. Got it. And I saw this right here. I'm so glad I saw this too, because it freed me. I'm so glad I saw this in the Bible, because you might have been saying it all your life and everything like that, didn't know you could say it and everything. It's in the Bible. Because Samson replied in verse 18. Here you go. He said, if you haven't messed with that heifer of mine. I was like, what? No, Samson didn't. It's in the Bible, y'all. Heifer, heifer. It's in the Bible. I've been trying to say it all my life. I've been looking for a reason to say it too. I'm so glad it's in the Bible. The Bible said, he said, you went and talked to that crazy heifer of mine. I mean, he didn't just say it like it was anything. He put some emphasis. Okay, I'm sorry. I left y'all out. I know y'all want to say it too and everything like that. So somebody shout, leave them crazy heifers alone. Yeah, leave them crazy heifers alone. Them crazy heifers will have you in divorce court. They'll have you in the jail cell. Yeah, them crazy heifers will have you paying child support. Okay, I don't think y'all grabbed it yet. So go ahead and look at somebody and tell them crazy heifers almost drove me crazy. Yeah, that heifer. It's in the Bible. It's in the Bible. It's right there. I try to look up every other version to make sure I was okay with that too. Every version, NASB, KJV, KJV, all that stuff. It's all up in there. BBD, BET, MTV, all that. All of them say it. It's all I'm saying. You have a cloud with my heifer. This is good. This is scandalous. You don't have to watch TV to see scandalous in the Bible. Watch this, everybody, because the text said, verse 19, that when she played him like that, he said, I'm out of here. Yeah, I'm going back to my mother and my father's house. You know why? Because you're a trip. You're a trip. I need to go back and reevaluate this relationship. There are times, not often, and this is my last resort, something that you may not know about me and everything like that. I scared some people one time. I don't think they came back. I preached on adultery one time, and I told them while I was preaching, I said, if you ever cheated on your wife one time, and you tell me, I'm not telling her. I'll leave it up to you. But then I told them also that a lot of times, if my wife cheated on me and she stopped, I said I wouldn't want to know, because I'm happy. I don't want her to shatter my window right now. I'm happy in the mud. I'm skipping through the house. I'm kissing her thighs. I'm doing everything. And I don't got time to be rewinding things in my head. I said, and everything like that. And A couple people didn't come back. I don't know why. But, that was a whole different thing and everything like that. But I told him, but if you come to me again and say you did it again, then we both going to go. Because if you're going to play games, I can't play with that. Because now we got these AIDS and all this other stuff that's taking place and stuff. I can't deal with that and everything. So I can't be at a funeral with somebody's parent eulogizing when I knew I could have stopped it. But because you wanted to play around, now it's messed up and everything like that. But so you want to do your little thing, do your little thing. So this is, something where I will okay a separation with certain couples. Only in extreme circumstances. And I say, if y'all gonna jump on each other, if y'all gonna literally drive the kids crazy, if one of y'all gonna do something to the other one to put them in jail, I had that a couple of months ago. I had one of my couple put each other in jail. If you're gonna put them in jail, then y'all separate. You're not single. You don't see nobody else. You don't date nobody else. You go wherever you gotta go. Brother, you go stay with a family member. Brother, somebody that's preferably not single or whatever. You pray every day. Both of you come back to church, be accountable to us, me and my wife or so, and then let's get back together, go through some classes, figure out how we can be in an environment with each other where it don't become toxic. Let me show you how to get together and have a conversation about the situation that went down. And then when things get heated up, let's just stop and reconvene later on to some of the time, because I see me getting upset. I don't want to say anything. I see you getting upset and everything like that. But the problem is we don't want to let go. We want to deal with it right now. Don't go in the kitchen, close the refrigerator door before I throw something, all this stuff like that. No. We got to put rules and boundaries in place. When I hold this rag, that's when I talk. When you hold this rag, that's when you talk. You hold the bottle of water, I hold the bottle of water. Whichever one's holding which, that's who talking at the time. Don't raise your voice. When you raise your voice, that counts as the whole conversation. We got to put rules in place so that we can communicate with each other and make sure that this environment is not toxic. In rare cases, that's when I think about that. Yeah, when I think somebody is about to lose their mind, then I would say, okay, brief separation. And I hate doing this last resort. Paul said, separate and then come back together. But I need you to catch this. I know somebody going to email me probably and say, no, Paul was talking about during fasting and all that stuff like that. There's principles and stuff that people say. Yeah. They don't talk about dating in the Bible, but you can take principles out of that and apply it to your life to keep it spiritual. Are y'all with me? But I need you to catch this right here, because Samson said, we need a little separation, because I don't know who you are. Because if you would do that to me and you're supposed to be my boo, you're supposed to be my wife, you would do that to me after all I have gave you and done to you, you're going to hurt my heart like that? He said, I need some time to ease my mind. So guess what he does, being the godly brother that he is? What do you mean godly, Pastor? You just scared. Whoa, crazy. He's crazy. Just because I'm crazy sometimes don't mean I don't love God. Amen. Yeah, that's why I like people, they be telling people, how you sitting up here going to church out of all this stuff you've done? Church is where I need to be at. Amen. Yeah, I can't clean myself. I need to stop saying that. I wait till I got myself together. No, you never get yourself together. Get to church when you can. Yeah, I'm just in a place right now where I'm busting some moves and I'm doing stuff that's not right. It's just crazy. I'm doing some things based on my weakness now. Yeah. I got some issues I got to work through. So Samson is operating out of a broken heart. And when your heart is broke, your head don't work. But the God in him, the good brother in him, I'm going to give her another chance. So guess what he does? Your Bible says, now we're in Judges 15. We're just walking through the Bible, and we haven't even got to the line yet. Watch this, Judges 15 right here. He said, later on, during the wheat harvest, Samson took a young goat as a present to his wife. This girl then played him. And brother goes and stop at 1-800-Flowers, and then 2 blocks away stop at Jared's. I mean, this girl, he looks at her, he's like, it's okay. She made a mistake. I'm going to give her another chance and all this stuff like that. So he walks up to her father's house, to the crib, and said, hey, daddy-in-law, what's up? I want to see my girl. I got a little something. Everything like that. Can you imagine her sisters in the background? Girl, he went to church. Yeah, he like, girl, daddy, what's up, Poppy-lo? Yeah, and everything like that. And all that stuff. He walked up to her, I want to go see my girl. Sam's like, yeah, I want to let her know. I want to give her another chance and stuff. I want to go up there and make love to my girl, to her room, all stuff like that and everything. And daddy said, oh, I'm sorry, player. I thought you were through with her. So I gave her to your boy. I gave her to your man, to your best man. But that's okay. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. It's many fish in the sea. Get over it. Get over it. I got another daughter. Come here. Precious, come here. Come here. I got another daughter that's finer than she is. Father-in-law offered him replacement grief. He like, what you mean? Well, you wasn't here, and we thought you were gone for good. So I gave it to you too. He stuck around. Now, if he's the best man at my wedding, which means most times the best man at my wedding is my best friend. Or my boy, somebody that I have cherished enough to even allow them this type of honor. So my girl who conspired against me behind my back is now hooking up with my dude. That's pain. That's pain right there. That causes broken hearts. Amen. Samson now has a broken heart. Can I tell you what your Bible says? The Bible says Samson got up and acted a total fool. I can't blame him. I can't blame him at all. He just left there and started killing everybody. Come here, passionate people. See, you gotta recognize what type of personality you have. Do you have a dominant personality or do you have a passive personality? Dominant people like Samson get stuff done. Yeah, they will open up their own business. They won't stay broke long. They get their degrees. They go after what they need to go to try to find out other places so they can make more money to build their family or have something in their pocket. Dominant people. But if they're not careful, they will leave a lot of dead bodies behind them. Yeah, trust me, I know. You're getting stuff done, but if you're not careful, you can leave some wounded people behind or some dead bodies. Because you're going so hard. It's my career. Okay, and then you're not worried about your family. You're going hard in your career. Then when your career over, your family has missed so much of you. Yes. Don't give me gifts because gifts don't replace your presence. That's right. So then you really wondering why I'm not there when you needed me because you weren't there when I needed you. So then you come home to an empty house because you gave most of your life to money or job or career or doing your thing on the weekdays or whatever you needed to do, and you just left me hanging. You leave dead bodies behind. Samson is no joke. Wherever he does it all the way. Samson is now so passionate that he busts a move and kills everybody. Read that whole chapter. He just went on a 187 spree on jokers in there. He went and caught 300 foxes. I ain't catching them foxes. They remind me of dogs. So they're like 300 foxes, and he caught all of them, tied their tails together, still alive, put all of them on fire, still alive, their tails on fire, but sent them running through the people's crops. Now their crops is their livelihood. They come back, find out their crops is on fire. They want to know who did it. That dude Samson over there. That dude Samson. So all of them got over there. This dude killed 1,000 men. 1,000? Please. 1,000 with a jawbone of a donkey. I mean, he just on that slang. Boom, boom. And some of y'all may be thinking like I was thinking, this dude crazy. This dude crazy. But okay, I got a question for y'all. Are you brave enough to tell the person next to you, what's the craziest thing you done for love? Okay, it got a little quiet. Blessed quietness. Okay, yeah. Okay, if y'all won't do it, I'll do it for you. You just scratched up a brother's card, yeah. You had your friend call somebody and fake like they was you, yeah. You didn't check to see if it was his number or a girl's number. You would put a tracker on his car, all that stuff like that. You done been on Google and Google people up. Who is helpful? Who is this? All that stuff like that. You would get a stakeout across the street from the job. You got onions and funyuns there. They're like, yeah, I'm gonna catch that check. Yeah, you at Motel 6, Hotel 6, all that. Yeah, you would get all that. You would stay up all night listening to love music and smoking weed and lost weight, hair falling out, took her back. You done ate yourself into depression. You laying around the house singing Mary J. Blige, talking about, I'm going down because you ain't around, baby. My whole world upside down. Do I have a witness in this place? Oh my God. But let me make a public announcement to somebody in this place today. And please don't try to get too excited. But thank God for Jesus. That's all I got to say in this thing. I want to preach to somebody and tell you that the only reason you're here is not because you haven't had a Samson moment, but because you was born under the right covenant. Samson was born under the old covenant. You are born up under the new covenant, which means, I told you last week, Jesus took your scandal and nailed it to the cross. And if God gave you another chance in this place, I'm done with this message. Can we just stand up and just give God a praise like never before? Can we just open up our mouth and shout to God? Can we put our hands to God? Somebody shout, God did it in this room today. Oh my God. I got to get out of here. But if God just brought you out of some stuff that should have killed you, if you should be completely crazy, locked up, disease running in your body, but God stood you up, cleaned you off, rinsed you off, and gave you another chance. And stop saying, I did that stuff before I was saved. No. You need to start saying, I did some of that since I've been saved. Yeah. But grace got a hold of me. Yeah. And I ain't here to judge nobody. Tupac said only God can judge me. Yeah. Because I can't believe he brought me this far. Oh my God, I can't believe he brought this. God has been so good to me. And I'm not here to put nobody down, but when your heart is broken, yeah, God, I've been to hell and back. I've been to hell and back. I can't hate on Samson because I've been in some relationships. I've been in some marriages. I had done some stuff that should have took me out. But God gave me another chance. Hallelujah. And the reason a reason why I got my hands up in the air and I can sit on the front row and wave it like I just don't care. And if God has been good to you, let me hear y'all shout, oh yeah. Goodness, y'all want to have church with me today. But and we haven't even met Delilah yet. Now you understood, we about to go. Why he hooked up with Delilah. Tune in next week. Every message is going to be awesome. I'm telling y'all, scandal is going to be crazy. It's going to be crazy. Because your Bible said in chapter 16, I'm going to go. In chapter 16, it said, one day Samson went to the Philistine town of Gaza and hooked up with a prostitute. We're going to pick up that next week. Well, why the Bible keep telling me stuff I didn't ask? Well, why does the altar feel the need to tell me about this one night out of nowhere? Oh, God, he's helping me to see that when I come out of some stuff, when someone has hurt me, I can fool around and have some revenge. Yeah. Go out there, you hurt me, I'm going to hurt you now. Like the song said, two wrongs don't make a right. Amen. Yeah, when your heart is broke, you're not qualified to date when your heart is broke. You're not qualified to make big decisions when your heart is broke. You're not qualified to leave a city when your heart is broke. People like, no, he's here, she's here, no, I can't do it. No, I can't do it. I'm not moving there because that person's there. No. You can't make no big choices right now when you're hurting. I want to talk to some broken-hearted brothers. You in here, you listen to me by video, I want you to listen to this one. Because the Bible said that he went and married this crazy girl that wasn't godly. And then went and slept with a prostitute. I wonder who you slept with that you didn't even love. I wonder what moves you made because you was in pain. I wonder what the things that you done because didn't nobody understand you as a man. I wonder what words came out of your mouth because you felt hurt or felt disrespected. I wonder what you're doing right now because you feel empty inside and feel like you don't have no purpose, no direction. There was nobody there to point me in no direction. I tell you that that's a choice you can make. And guess what? We'll get to Delilah.